give honor to God, amen, who is the head of our life and who is first in our life. And we give honor to you, all God's people, for your goodness. And we thank God for how he has continued to stretch forth his hand upon us. We're going to quickly go to the word. I don't want to prolong neither. I don't know how long we're going to be, but I don't want to prolong what God is going to do. Amen. First Lady, give me Job chapter 1, verses 6 through 11, and give me Job chapter 2, verses 1, maybe 1 through just hold 1 through 10. Job chapter 1, verses 6 through 11, and Job chapter 2, verse 1 through 10. Just hold that. I may not need all of the scriptures. I'm not sure yet, but them are the scriptures we're going to take on this morning. I want to use for a topic on this morning, integrity. 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 I real quick want to give a little definition of integrity. The quality of being honest, the state of being whole and undivided. And I looked at that, and I was looking at the second portion of that, the state of being whole and undivided. And we look at that, and you say, okay, undivided from who? And when you look at that in the definition of undivided, when you have integrity, you have to be undivided with God. And as we begin to get into the scriptures, we're going to see that one thing Job was, he was undivided. And it takes us to find out who we really going to be with. Are we going to be with God? Or are we going to be with men? Are we going to be with God? Or are we going to rely on our things or our stuff or our possessions? Or are we going to be with God? Or are we going to rely on our money? If our money ain't right, then we ain't right. But integrity goes way deeper than that.
Yes, it does.
Integrity makes you stand tall when everybody else around you said there's nothing to stand for.
Yeah.
Integrity makes you have it makes you have a moral principle or a moral uprightness inside of you. Integrity makes you have that when everything seems like it's failing and it's gave up on you. Integrity makes you not bend, bow, or shake.
Well, come on now.
That's what integrity does. And sometimes in our lives as we go on with Christ, I can tell we're not walking worthy with Christ, or we're walking undivided with Christ, because I can tell in our integrity. Because your integrity doesn't, when you walk with God, it won't change, it won't waver, it won't doubt, it won't falter, it won't fail. But when you walk in your flesh, your integrity has obstacles and it has illusions, and your integrity is in and out and is up and down, because your integrity is controlled by your emotions. We know one thing, I say this all the time, God didn't call us to an emotional fix. He called us to holiness. And a lot of times as men and women of God, we get so caught up in our emotions, we forget about holiness.
Well,
he said, without a reproach. And so that's why it was so important that Job obtained integrity. Because without his integrity, he would have gave up early in the fight. He would have gave up early on what God was doing. He would have gave up early. He wouldn't have been able to let his light so shine before men that they would see his God's good work and glorify his Father which is in heaven. That made integrity made that happen. And so we have to understand that when you got integrity take you a long way.
Yes, it will.
And so we know that through these passages of scripture, we're finna get into these scriptures. Job went through some ordeals where, first of all, the first couple of things that happened that would have killed half of the body off right there. But when you have integrity, when you really trust, when you're really connected to God, it's hard to give up on something you know really got your back through all the thicks and the thins.
Amen.
It's really hard to give up on somebody that you know that he's the one that gave it all to you. So why you get so upset when he took it away?
Well,
y'all quiet.
come on now, Bishop.
One thing I've realized about the enemy is this, First Lady. If he can't get you one way, he gonna come and get you on another side.
Amen.
And so I really ration and I really understand where the scripture said, "For there is trouble on every side."
Yes, it is.
But we're not complex or cast down or forsaken, because one thing I do know is regardless of whatever the enemy is doing, God is still there with us.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, come on now.
And whatever God has allowed in your life, you should be able to withstand that with integrity.
Yes.
Because you need to understand, God has allowed it.
Come on.
Yeah.
God has allowed you to go through that. And if he wasn't, listen, if he didn't think you were strong enough to abstain or to go through it, he would have never let you go.
Come on now. Oh, wait.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he didn't think you was going to be able to withhold and withstand that trial, he would have never let you go through it.
Come on, you right.
All right.
Because God said, I put no more on you.
And you can bear.
But Pastor, listen, I just went through last week and I'm going through this week and I was going through the week before that and the week before that. Woo, Pastor, I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to learn to pray.
All right.
Because if you can pray, you can stay.
All right now.
Well,
You're going to learn how to fast. Because if you fast, you will last.
right about it.
Come on
It's
now.
your plate back.
And so sometimes God is trying to train us and teach us. And we not taking heed to what he's doing because we so up in our flesh.
Well,
We so caught up in our feelings. I'm so hurt. Well, Jesus was hurt too, but he kept on living.
Yeah.
he did.
Yes, he did. Kept bringing it.
The very folks he told his father to forgive were the very folks that whooped him from sun up to sundown.
Yes, sir. He said, forgive them for
The same folks that stabbed him in his side, the same folks that spit in his face. And he said, forgive them for they know not what they done.
Well, you
Yes,
right
sir.
about it.
And so I understand when you got integrity, you're going to understand this when you got integrity, that folk won't come against you for no apparent reason at all. And it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Come on now.
But it's about him.
That's right.
It's about him. And it's about not getting yourself undivided. Because when you get undivided, then that's when we roll back into our fleshly place.
Well,
That's when we begin to want to do things in our own accord, do things of ourselves, do things in our own flesh, do things of our own will. Because we figure, well, I'm going to get these guys told, for they know who they fooling with. They knew who they was fooling with.
look out, Bishop.
They knew what they was fooling with. But God didn't ask you for your help. He said, if you hold your peace,
I fight.
Aha.
I'll fight your battle. But you got to have integrity to hold your peace, First Lady. You got to have integrity to be able to stand and be able to hold your peace when you know just about an hour ago that person was just over there talking about you like a dog in a room full of other people trying to cash you under, trying to cash you down, trying to cash you out. And then the next hour they at a meeting, they see you, they first want to hug you.
Come on
Shut
now.
up. I know
Stop
you're
it.
That's integrity. That's integrity. Say, I love you anyhow. That's integrity. Because understand this, it's not about us. And when we find and when we figure that out, our integrity can get great. Our integrity, because when we figure out that it's not about us, or it's not about what we're dealing with or what we're going through, it's about what God has allowed. Oh, y'all gonna have to help me.
Right
You don't have to. It's about what God has allowed for us to go through. When we understand that is what God has allowed in our life, we can get connected back to God in the fullness.
Yes.
But as long as we don't understand and we don't realize and we keep complaining and murmuring about every little thing that comes our way, every little thing that runs our path, every little thing that comes through our course, we can never get connected.
All right.
Come on now.
To God. We can never be whole and connected. We can never be in that place because of the fact that God said He doesn't want no murmuring and complaining people.
That's right. That's what He said.
Well, why doesn't God want me to murmur and complain? Because then you don't have faith.
Come on now.
Come on.
You don't have faith. Your faith is wavering when you murmur and complain. When you murmur and complain, your faith is not strong, because when you murmur and complain, you're basically telling God He can't do it.
Yes. Come on now. Yes.
My God, from something.
Yes.
Oh, but God, I'm going through, and I'm down to my last $5, and they call me and say they're gonna turn the lights off next week. Well, let's wait till next week.
See what God does.
Let's wait. Let's keep your integrity at least until next week.
Come on now, Lord.
And let's see what God's going to do until next week. Let's see if you can just pray and fast about it until next week. It ain't no telling what God's going to do between this week and next week.
Come on now.
Yes.
But we lose our integrity and we basically cuss God to His face and give up everything because we don't want our lights to be shut off, or don't want our phone to be cut off, or don't mess with my cell phone because I need that. I need that. And we losing our integrity over some foolish stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so God is telling us it's time for us to be whole, be undivided, that we can have integrity. And the only way we're going to have integrity is we can't never unconnect ourselves from God.
All right.
Because anytime we unconnect ourselves for any apparent reason, and we're going to see it in the Word, for any apparent reason, we lose our integrity. And then people start looking at us cross-sighted. Because they remember what you said, but they see what you're doing.
Yes, yes.
I should speak louder than words.
They remember when you said you don't cuss no more, but boy, you sure sound like that was a couple of cuss words that came out your mouth right there. Say, I don't lie no more, but it sounds like you just told a lie.
Come on now.
Right there.
But it was a little lie.
Come on, First Lady, give me chapter 1. It's sick. I want to get into this real quick. 1 and 6.
Now there was a day
Read.
when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
And
Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan,
What'd he say?
Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
Now, first of all, let's understand this. First of all, the devil came back to heaven to a meeting that, first of all, he wasn't invited to. And when he came to this meeting, the angels was presenting themselves to God. So at this point, here comes the devil to present himself also.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all ain't understanding what I'm saying. And so as he presented himself, the angels surrounded around God, and God looked at the devil and asked him a simple question: where have you been? Now understand this of a fact that God already knew where the devil was at. He knew where he'd been, he knew what he was doing, but he was simply asking a question like he does us sometimes. Now we remember back a couple weeks ago or last week, we talked about Adam and Eve, and he asked Adam a question what he already knew the answer to.
Yes, sir.
He did the devil the same way. He already knew where he'd been, but he wanted to see was the devil going to tell him the truth. So when the devil said, I've been up and down, to and fro, walking around
In the earth.
on the earth. I'm looking.
Yes.
I'm looking for somebody I can fool with.
Yes. Yes.
This is how I know right here, missionary. This is how I know right here. God would never ever allow you to go through any situation that he ain't already proved himself.
Come on now. Amen.
Look how good God is.
Yeah.
So the devil already, he could have been already afflicting us, destroying us, distracting us, and whooping our head. And he couldn't do a thing because he had to go present himself to God.
Yeah.
He had to get permission. Come
He
on
was
now.
scared. Yeah.
And so he's there, and he said, I knew you've been doing that. That's all right. He said, so what else you need? What else you need from me? Read.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
What did he say?
hast thou considered my servant Job?
Now, in this part right here, I just want you to insert your name over Job's name,
Right now.
All right.
because we are Job today. 'Cause we are the ones that he is coming to persecute against. We are the ones that the devil's coming to attack. We are the ones that the devil's trying to pull down and take control over. We are the ones that now has to stand in integrity like Job did.
Yes.
And we need to understand,
Man.
as we go through, the only way we're going to stand in integrity is staying whole and connected.
Yeah.
Because without that, then we begin to give up. Now I'm going to show you two substances, because on this portion right here that we're talking right now, Job, the devil came after Job through his stuff. Oh, listen, don't act like Job ain't that. Job, don't ever, I'm speaking to you, Job, right now. Don't ever act like the devil ain't trying to come to you through your stuff. But you got to hold on to your integrity while he's trying to steal your stuff.
Yes.
And listen, he ain't gonna just come. He ain't just gonna come and tamper with it. He gonna come to steal it, kill it, and destroy it, devouring whom he can on the way through.
Yeah.
That's right.
You don't care nothing about your feelings, no how. Come on, first lady, read.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
Read.
hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God,
One that feareth God, read.
and escheweth evil.
And escheweth, that means abstains from, refrains from, or gives up all evil. See, when you got integrity, you should not have evil in you. Oh, y'all got quiet when I said that. Y'all got quiet. When you got integrity, you should not, because when you got integrity, the power of God should be dwelling with you all the time.
Amen.
This thing hit me really good this week, because I realized a lot of times we say we got integrity and we really don't.
Come on now, Bishop.
And it's a pitiful shame when the saints of God don't got integrity. Because when you don't got integrity, you don't got patience. And when you don't got patience, you can't be patient with other men. And you become a decisive a judger of other men for their problems that they're going through. Because they don't got integrity means you should lose your integrity.
Wow.
Somebody say thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
See, I realize a lot of times we look at other men's faults, First Lady. Can I just talk for a few more minutes? We look at other people's faults and other people's downfalls and other people's issues, and we start losing our integrity over their downfalls.
Yes.
Oh no, Pastor, I ain't lose my integrity. Yes, you did. Because if you want to lose your integrity, the Bible says when you see your brother in a fault, you go to that one in a spirit of meekness and humility, and you bow down and you say, "Greater is He that is in me than he." Because understand this, it ain't nothing you can say that's gonna make a person change if the Spirit of God ain't in it.
Amen.
Come on now, Bishop.
Amen.
How you know that, Pastor? Because the Bible said the letter killeth.
The Spirit.
Spirit killer.
A lot of us is trying to beat people up with the word and don't got the Spirit of God in it.
Oh, my.
You know you can't beat me up with the word because all that'll do is kill me. Listen, if you see somebody in trouble, you go grab them by the hand and say, I'm with you to the end. I don't know what it's going to take to get to the end, but I'm going to be with you to the end. I'll pray with you. And if you want to fast, I'll fast with you. If you got to cry, I'll cry with you. I'll pat you on the back. I'll rub your hand. I'll do whatever I can to help you get over this hump. But when you come and you got a shovel and a pick, I know you got problems.
Come on now.
What happened to that?
I found we've lost integrity in the church.
Well, you right about it. Come on, you speaking a word.
Yes, he is.
Found we lost it in the church. We don't got sympathy for each other no more.
Yeah.
I know I ain't quite did it like you wanted me to. I know I ain't quite got up over the hill like you said I should have, but pray for me. Pray for me. I'm going to have some down days. Pray for me. Pray for me. No, you ain't going to pray for me, but I seen Pastor over at the shoe carnival, and he was just talking about Brother Cornbread like a dog over there. And now you worse than I am, because now you're not only are you a busybody, but you're a gossiper.
Well, hold on now.
You ain't got no integrity being no gossiper.
All right, come on.
Garbage can. Carrying that garbage around, spreading the news to everybody you can. They don't want your garbage. It stinks.
Amen.
Amen, Bishop.
Need to clean your can out.
Come on now.
Where was I at, First Lady?
Nah.
And he said, in a shoe evil, that means we got to get away from it. Okay, read. Come on.
Then Satan answered the Lord.
Then Satan answered the Lord. What did he say? What did he say?
Does Job fear God for naught?
Does Job fear God for nothing? See, listen, you doing good when God says you're an upright man.
Come on.
Yes.
When God says I can let you go on and try Pastor Black, because I know regardless of what I let you do, I know she's going to be okay with it. I know she's going to be all right with it. I know she's going to be able to stay. I know she's going to be... I can let you... Listen, I can let you try. I can let you try Sister Barry. Because I know if you hit her on the left, she's going to turn and give you the right. See, some of y'all don't understand that some things is just a test.
Come on now.
Come on, you right about it.
Yes.
You
Come
right
on now.
So they just a test, and we lose the test, and our integrity goes right along with it.
You right
Yeah.
about it.
All right.
My God.
Why the Lord testing us like? Because He said He needs some tried and tested people.
Yes.
Because He said if you can suffer with me, then you can reign with me. He don't need you coming talking about I'm with you, Lord. I can't tell. I can't tell because every time I give you a test, you failed. So I can't tell you every time I threw something out there to make you better, to make you stronger, to make you wiser, you crawled under the bench and cried about it.
Well,
Come on now. Keep on going. That's right.
So we caught up in all kind of stuff because our flesh tells us that we gotta go this way and we gotta do it this way, and it's no integrity in doing it your way.
Well, come on now. You speak the word.
Ain't no integrity in doing it your way.
Write the story.
If it ain't God's way, it's no integrity doing it the way you think it should be done because your ways is not His ways.
Come on.
Your thoughts is not his thoughts. And sometimes in our little pea-ended mind, we think of stuff that don't have nothing to do with God meant it to be done.
Come on now.
And we say, well, I know this is what God wanted. No, you didn't, because you didn't even pray about it.
All right.
Well,
All right.
yes, Lord.
Oh, I know y'all didn't want to hear that because I know it happens because we do it to each other because the first thing we say is I know it's all right. I know Pastor wouldn't mind. How you know you never asked me?
Yeah.
Devil. I don't know how you knew it was okay. You never asked me for permission to know if I minded.
All right now.
And then you're going to come after it's all said and done and say, well, Pat, this is what we did. I don't care nothing about what you did now.
Come on now.
And now I can't give you a good report. Remember what the scripture says? Oh, see? Okay. So now you standing in front of the hands of an angry God because the pastor can't give you a good report because you disobedient.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
You right. It's in the word. Come on, preach.
I know I've been changed.
Come on.
Oh, my.
Beat up tonight.
I don't even remember why is that first lady.
On 10.
Yeah.
Okay, read me some 10 again.
Has not thou made an hedge about him?
Now, Job, now listen. Now, Job sitting there, minding his own business, and the devil is presenting himself to God, and God is presenting himself and saying, listen here, I know my man Job is going to be all right with this.
Come on now.
Understand this. Now, he ain't talked to Job yet about this.
Well,
Oh, y'all quiet. Y'all quiet. Because see, y'all wanted God to tell y'all what was going to happen before it happened for y'all to prepare yourself and be ready. That ain't no test.
Amen.
Now, he did say I give you warning before destruction, but y'all don't listen for that anyway, because people give you warning before you go into destruction and you still keep on walking to the same ditch.
Oh, wow.
And so now here he is. They talking about Job. Job at home minding his own business. Sometimes, Job, you're not going to get the memo until the storm is already over your head.
come on. You right about
Come on now.
it. You right about it.
Preach.
You right.
So he says, has not thy made a hedge about him? Read, First Lady.
And about his house.
And about his house.
And about all that he hath.
And about his Cadillac and his Lexus and his 3 horses and his cow and his truck and them 14,000 acres that he got on the hill that he lets his cows feed in. And y'all ain't saying nothing because Job had a whole bunch of good stuff. Job was millionaire. Job was probably one of the first billionaires they ever seen. If we go through the scriptures, Job had a whole bunch of cattle. Y'all better hear what Job had some stuff.
Yeah.
But the first thing the devil always do when he comes to get you, he attacks your stuff.
Come on
Yes.
now.
Yes, it is.
The devil gonna hit you in the left and the right and with the uppercut, and he just gonna keep coming at you and keep driving and keep driving. He said, you got a hedge around Job, not only Job, but all of his stuff, around his money. I'll crash his bank if you take your hands off his bank.
All
All
right.
right now.
Everything in
Come
his
on
house.
Now let me flip this for you. See, the reason why God's got to try you in some of that and make that some of that stuff flip on you because you put all your trust in your bank account when you don't know how your bank account's going to last tomorrow.
Amen.
You done got all your hope in the Dow stocks and talking about, woo, I made $1 million last year, and that same million you made last year could be taken from you this year because the Dow Jones is not steady and it shall crash again.
All right. All right.
We put our trust in stuff that don't mean anything. And God's saying, when y'all going, Job, when y'all gonna trust me? So he said, hey, you got that hedge around Job and all of his stuff.
Every side.
And everywhere. I tried to come at Job all kind of way. I couldn't get 12 feet to boy. Job was protected well. He had a force around Job.
Yeah.
So what did he say?
Thou hast blessed the work of his hands.
And blessed, not only he got good stuff, but Job's hands was blessed.
The work of his hands, yes.
Everything Job worked and did with his hands was blessed. Had increase come from it. Read, First Lady.
And his substance.
And his substance, read.
Increased in the land.
In the land, read.
But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face.
And now the devil's trying to play a trick. So God, once you put your hands against Job and take everything from Job, make him curse you to your face. What 12 say?
And the Lord said unto Satan,
What he say?
Behold,
all
that he hath is in thy power.
All that you got, Job, I'm going to let it be in the power of the enemy.
All right.
You still ain't got the memo about this yet. Now, y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all still haven't got the memo, but God and the devil is having a decision on your matter.
Come on now. Oh,
And he said, everything that Job has is in your power. Read.
Only upon himself put not forth thine hand.
And he said, and listen, I don't care what you do with this stuff, just don't fool with Job.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Now listen to this good now, because we're going to go jump to another scripture, jump to chapter 2, and you hold your finger there. Because now we in a situation where the Bible said in the same breath, when the devil left from the presence of God, the devil started getting busy. He couldn't get busy in front of God, in the presence of God like that, because he couldn't bring that sin in God's territory, in his house. So he had to get back into his domain. He had to come back down on this earth and start tampering with stuff. I ain't going to read it all, but the Bible says he began to kill his cattle. And he killed his children. And Job had, the Bible said Job had 10 children.
Yes.
7 men and 3 women.
Yes.
And they was all in one house having a good time, not bothering nobody, just doing what they do. And the Bible said the wind blew and rocked the house, and the house fell down and killed all of Job's kids all at one time. Here goes our integrity.
Yeah.
Because first of all, we're going to get like Mary and Martha was. We're going to blame God foolishly because you should have been here and you should have knew that this house was going to fall. He did know the house was going to fall. But he knew how much integrity you had too. He wants you to know how much integrity you got.
Well,
He wants you to be able to stand and be connected even though the house fell and the kids is gone. Oh, I know that's hard. I know that's a hard one to swallow. I know that one's hard. Yes, it was hard. It was hard. It was very difficult for Job. I imagine Job had to just fall on his knees and just start calling to God right at that moment. But God never said, Job said one foolish thing about him. He just began to talk to him. And I can imagine in his crying hour, in his hour of despair, Job was saying, Lord, I need your help right now.
yes, yes.
But the Bible said even as Job was praying, that same instant a man came knocking at the door with another issue now that Job, your kids ain't on it, but all your cattle that was up on the hill, on the A and the B and the C, they're all them cattle's dead. I don't know what happened. They was just moving around. They all gone, Job. So Job didn't have time enough to weep for his children without having to worry about how do I replace all this cattle that I just lost.
Come on.
And then just when it seemed like this is the last thing, because y'all know what we say, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Y'all don't even know what the camel's back was, and y'all didn't know what the straw was like. And so the thing of it is, Job was in a place where he could have been like, this is going to be the last. But he didn't even have time to open his mouth, good First Lady, until they was knocking at the door again.
Yes, sir.
Said, Job, I just went by the bank and the bank is closed. All your money's gone, Joe. We ain't got no cattle. We ain't got no money. Your kids is gone. And you know how, listen, y'all, you know how folks, when folk come to get you and tell you bad news, they make some news worse than it is.
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
You trying to hold up and be strong, and they crying, ain't gonna give you a chance to cry. Oh, y'all quiet in here. Cause sometimes, have you ever had a loved one pass away and it was your loved one, and then one of your friends come over and they crying harder than you are?
Yeah. Huh.
Sometimes I just want to say, won't you just shut up for a moment while I collect myself?
Yeah. Tell it.
Because sometimes people come and weigh on you when it's the worst time of your life.
Yeah. Huh.
This when you gotta know when you connected, to God, when you really got. See, there's been times in my life where I really could have easily just said, you know what, I'm done. Okay, y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. But there could be times in my life where I could have came and packed this pulpit and all these pews and the sound system, wrapped up all the cords, and went home and not looked back another day. But then I thought about the scripture says that who a man that put his hands to the plow and turned back is not fit for the kingdom. A lot of y'all lost y'all's integrity a long time ago, and y'all ain't even fit for the kingdom no more.
Oh my goodness.
Because I told y'all it's not about you. And every time you murmur and cry because you can, that don't mean nothing to me.
Well, you preaching, you better come on.
It mean nothing to me. I keep telling y'all, it's easy to give up. It's easy to give up on any kind of fight you're going through. It's easy to give up on anything. But when you want something bad enough, you'll go through hell and high water to get it.
Come on now.
You won't do it for Jesus. Come on.
Yeah.
You right about it. You preaching.
Oh yeah, but when it comes to Jesus, it don't take all of that, baby. Woo, it don't take us having to be at church every night. It don't take us to have Bible study every weekend. It don't take us to go to Bible study, Sunday school, and YPW. And listen, if I don't do all of that, I might smack you in the mouth tomorrow.
Come on.
Because I need Jesus every day. I need Jesus speaking my spirit every day to keep me from going crazy. Because sometimes I'm a little short. And if it ain't Jesus holding me by the coattail saying, boy, hold your peace. I got you. Hold your peace. Sometimes I lose myself.
Come on now.
But he wants us to keep our integrity.
Yes.
That's why the Bible said be quick to hear and be slow to speak and quick to hear and slow to wrath. That's why he said that, because if you can slow yourself down and listen to the Spirit of God speak, you can keep your integrity. Because when you get ready to cuss somebody out, he can say, hold your peace. And if you be still and hold your peace, they won't know what's going on in your mind.
Stop it.
My God.
Yeah, I know you had a good reason to go off on them. It was a good reason. It was a good reason for your flesh.
Yes.
For your flesh. And if you want to entertain your flesh the rest of your life, you can't roll with God.
You're saying something.
You actually is.
You can't roll with God and man, and you can't roll with both of us, because then you're going to be undecisive. Not only are you going to be undecisive, I don't know who you're really going with. Because if all is good, if you do got your cattle, if you do got your bank account, are y'all with me? If your car's running well, if all of this stuff is doing what you think it should be doing, oh, I'm on top of the hill. I doing my thing. But what can you do when you don't got no money? What can you do when you go to the bank and they say you're minus $463.22? What do you do then? What do you do when you go out to start your car and your car won't start? Oh, you a little fake. What do you do then? Do you lose your integrity because you're on a flat and you can't drive down the street? What do you do then? See, we got to understand it's not about the stuff.
Right.
Come on. Come on, let it go.
It's about the stuff.
My Lord.
Yeah. What do you do when you go home and your kids are sitting in the house and you're talking to your kids and your kids is rolling their eyes and patting their feet and like they get ready to do something strange to you? What do you do then?
Jesus.
My God.
Oh yeah. I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna be all right. No, you ain't gonna be all right. You ain't gonna be all right. Cause the first thing gonna pop in your mind, if you don't straighten it up, I'm smacking your mouth. I'm gonna kick it. See? Can I talk for a minute? Can I talk?
Take your time.
See, I told you God had to give me. See, sometimes I told y'all, sometimes y'all need to take a time out.
Well,
You need to go put yourself in the corner and count to 10 and take a time out. Because you ain't heard nothing God told you. Because if you would have listened to God in the first place, your kids wouldn't be acting that way.
Stop it.
yes, sir.
Oh my God. Yes.
You're right,
Yes.
Bishop.
Oh my Lord.
Talk to us. Come on now.
Come on.
Well, you said, no, I train my children up right. I said, no, you didn't train your children up because the Bible said train up a child the way it should go. When they grow old and never depart from it. If you train your children up right, they would have been at Sunday school. Oh, y'all hearing what I'm saying? They would have been at YPWW. See, we was called bitch babies for a reason because we laid in the back of the church. Listen, we might not have a church in us, but we was at the church every time the doors was open. Now we let your kids stay home. People ask me all the time, do you make your kids come to church? Yes, they gonna come to church. Look at G right there. That's the only one, that's the last one I got in the house. But all my kids, and even our adopted ones, every time we was at church, they was right in the pew.
Come on. Come on.
Hallelujah.
And boy, you better not act like you want to. You better not act like you better be nowhere but right here.
Come on now. Tell it.
Amen.
Now, they older now. They got their own life to live. Their life is your life until they old enough to take care of themselves. Because it's your job.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus. That's our job. It's our job. But we lose our integrity when the police smack our kid upside the head with a billy club, but you didn't train him not to mind his own business when the police was messing with. Oh, y'all ain't saying that. What was I at first, lady? Because I gotta hurry up. I was talking about Job losing his stuff.
You ain't gotta
Losing his stuff. We losing our stuff. We losing our stuff, our integrity, our honesty. We losing our approach of holiness. We losing our control. We losing our ability to say we connected anymore. And the source is right here, and we won't even stick our hand in and connect up because we got too much in our flesh that we want to do.
Well.
Ooh, wow.
Told you it don't. Listen, we not here. Listen, God never called nobody in this room. He never called none of us in this room to comfortable. He called us to holiness. I keep telling y'all that. If you want to be comfortable, roll with the devil. He'll let you be comfortable.
Yes, he will.
He'll let you get into a bad rock space and he'll make you think you're comfortable right there. And listen. I said this before, and somebody didn't get it, and I'll always say it. There's a lot of us that was the same way I was. I used to be around the church, I just didn't have the church in me.
You're right now.
See, it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference from being in the church or being around the church, but the church not being in you. Because this is a building. This is the church, and it's inside of you, which your power is lying at. And so if it's not in you, if he's not in you, if he doesn't dwell in your mortal body, if he doesn't control you, if he doesn't make you live, move, and have your beings, you don't have integrity. Because you're going to run with your flesh every time.
Yeah.
Told Job, when he said Job eschewed evil, that means he abstained from it.
Yes, he did.
Job refrained from it.
Yes, he did.
Job gave it up.
Yes, he did.
See, some of us, y'all know about giving some stuff up. Because some of us used to be crackheads, used to be heroin addicts, used to be alcoholics, used to be prostitutes and pimps and whoremongers, and used to rip around the streets, used to be night ramblers. I told y'all about them night ramblers. I ain't going to talk about them today. But used to be some night ramblers around here, and used to be some searching the storm, and y'all ain't praying with me no more. And there used to be some searching the storm and seeking the web, and we missing an opportunity to have integrity because we got our own stuff going on in our flesh.
Come on now. My God.
But he said he abstained from it.
Yes, he did.
He refrained from it.
Yes,
he gave that stuff up. He didn't give that stuff up of himself.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Come on, you right.
He needed some help.
Stay
He
right
needs some
there.
help.
Stay there. Stay
He needs some help. That's why David said he's a very present help in a time of
trouble. Come on.
That's why I can't stand when people say, "Oh, I can't get over this. You ain't trying."
Well,
Oh my goodness.
well,
You ain't trying. Make a song about that.
Let go and let God. Come on. Yeah. Well.
Thank God. Come on now.
Well, why you say, Pastor? Why you say we ain't trying? Because God said, if you ask of anything in my name,
Thank you, Lord.
He said, if you knock, I open the door.
Yeah, please. You ask.
He said, if you ask, I give it to you. He said, if you seek it out.
You'll find it.
Oh yeah.
You
Come on
find it.
now.
Lord, I've been seeking a deliverance. He said, if you keep seeking, I open a door that you can walk right into it.
Come on.
And let me share something with y'all. Because some of y'all say y'all been delivered and y'all lying on God.
Uh-oh. Oh, my.
Let me, because when you've been delivered from something, you'll never go back to it again.
come on now.
Well, why you say that back? Because who the Son sets free.
Free.
No more bounds will bound us or weigh us down. You can't be delivered from something. Now, you can be free from something and go back to it, but you can't be delivered from something and that kill you again, because God would take the very desire of the thing that keeps you way down and He'll kill that too. Because God get all the way to the root of it. He ain't going to leave no evidence of it behind. He's going to take it all, dig it all up, and throw it all into the pits of hell, because He said, that ain't going to never get you again. That's how I know a lot of time people, Pastor Black, people come up to the altar and they raise their hands to the Lord and they get prayer. And a lot of time people get set free from stuff, but they don't get delivered from it.
All right.
Well, why didn't they get delivered, Pastor? Because sometimes people need that thing right there. Well, let me rephrase that. Sometimes people think they need that thing right there to be their comfortable place. And I told y'all about when we get into our little bad wit situations, we always need something that we can go into a cave and have our toys in our cave to play with when we're having a bad situation.
Well,
But you ain't got no integrity in that cave. Because everybody around you knows what you do when you go in that cave.
Oh, my goodness.
Where was I at, First Lady? I wasn't talking about that today neither. But where we?
Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves.
Okay. I want you to. That's two.
That's two.
Okay. Now listen. Now listen. We talked about the first time that Job was tried. Now the Bible says again.
There was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord.
Now look it. Now he didn't try to come against Job and make him lose his integrity with his stuff. So now Job ain't got nothing else to lose but what? His health. So now what he gonna do? I'm gonna attack your body.
Yeah.
Now I done told y'all this about a couple weeks ago. I'm looking at the kingdom. I'm looking at the kingdom, and I'm looking at how the enemy is fighting against the kingdom now. And what is he doing against the kingdom that he hasn't done in a long time? He's trying to control us in our bodies.
my God.
Oh, y'all better quit acting like y'all don't see it. See, because if you don't see it, if you don't recognize it, you can't defeat it, because you don't know what to fight against. You're never going to fight him in his flesh. You can't win that way. You got to go into a spiritual principle with him, and you got to fight him in a spiritual place. And you got to understand, even though you sick, the Bible says, even though you slay me, yet will I trust you.
You're right.
Yes.
Now I'm crying because I got to go to the hospital because my lip is getting bad. Your lip's only bad because you're hard-headed.
Lord, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
That lip ain't, look, really that lip ain't no worse than it always been.
You right, my Lord. You right.
Well, why do I feel it so bad today, Pastor? Because you're disobedient. Because God kept warning you to sit down somewhere, but you had to do what you had to do. Because I got to do this because I know this is what God. You don't know what God wants you because you don't pray no more. What was that first lady? Come on, read to me. Abstain. He come the second time. Come the second time. Read.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
What did he say?
From whence comest thou?
Where you been? Where you been? You back again? Where you been there? Where you been this time? Read.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth.
There he goes again.
And from walking up and down in it.
Read.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
Read.
Hast thou considered my servant Job?
Now again, the second time. Now he didn't already wore Job all the way out. Job had lost everything. Everything except his health.
Yes, sir. Couldn't touch his body.
Because he told him the first time, First Lady, you can fool with his stuff, but you can't mess with his body.
Touch him.
You can't bring no illness on him. You can't bring no sickness on him. What are you saying, Pastor? Y'all quit crying for y'all's headache.
Come on, Bishop.
Some of y'all ain't never got past the headache spirit yet. So God can't put nothing else on you because you cried every time. Every time you get a little headache, you run to the aspirins and the Motrin and the ibuprofens and the Advil. And you forgot about these kind come out through prayer and fasting. You forgot about just laying hands on the sick. And y'all forgot about that. But y'all didn't forget y'all had a 500 milligram in the... So now here he is. Here he is, presenting himself a second time before the Lord. And the Lord asked him, where you been? He said, I'm doing the same thing. I did the same thing I was doing last time. I went up and down. I wore Job out. And Job still didn't bow down. He didn't cuss you. He didn't say nothing. I tried everything in my little bitty power. Took everything. Read, First Lady.
Yeah. That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man.
Now look at God that said it again. He's a perfect and upright man. Read.
One that feareth God.
One that fears God.
And escheweth evil.
Again, here's the word. Escheweth. Evil.
And still he holdeth fast.
Can I walk back just a little bit?
Go for it.
Because God said a key word, because a lot of times we say this and I understood what, and I just, I'm learning, I'm growing as I go. Y'all pray for me now. But I understood right in that scripture when God, he didn't speak it once, but he spoke it twice. God said Job was a perfect man.
Yes, he did.
Now we'll tell you, can't no man walk perfect on this earth, but that's a lie. Because Job did it.
He was perfect. That's what he did. He did say that.
God said Job was perfect. That didn't come from me.
Yes,
that didn't come from you or you. That came from God. God said Job was a perfect, upright, upstanding man. How was Job perfect? Because he feared God.
That's right.
Yes.
Woo! You saying something.
Yes.
And then not only he feared God enough to abstain from it.
That's right.
To refrain from it and to give it up. So whatever it is that God told me to give up, I just threw it on in. I said, that's it. Right. I don't need it no more, God. There it is. There it is, God. Whatever you say, give up, I give up. That's how he knew Job had true integrity. Because there was some stuff that I know Job probably wanted to hold on to.
All right.
Yeah.
But even when God took it away, he didn't cuss God foolishly and say, God, I needed that thing.
No, he didn't.
Because we need to be careful. Listen to me good here. We need to be careful with some of the stuff we got. Because some of the stuff we got, we have turned into gods.
Well. Come on now.
You don't believe it? Let me share it with you. This is one reason why I never put my kids over God. And sometimes I know I used to get on First Lady's nerves with this, but she grew into it. But I don't put my kids over God, because one thing I never would do, I don't want to ever stand before God in prayer and say, God, I didn't go because it was my daughter's birthday party. God said, well, I just take your daughter out of the equation. You don't have to worry about a birthday party.
Amen.
Oh, y'all quiet. But see, every person has lost a child, and because that was their God, now they're charging God foolishly, and it was ultimately our fault. So we should point the finger back at ourselves. And I'm not saying that in every equation, because sometimes God knows best. Sometimes God takes people because he knows it's their time. See, everybody got a time and a season upon this earth. And when it's your time, I don't care what we do, how much praying you do, how much hikmah you got. If it's your time, you going.
Amen.
Yes, yes.
But in our life, we got to learn to have integrity. Even though our loved ones was gone, we don't lose it.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Y'all ain't saying nothing. In a matter of a couple of years, I went through a dilemma in my life that I could have, if I was in my flesh, I could have lost it.
That's right. I know you're right. Too many.
I'm gonna explain it to you. I lost my father-in-law, who took me in like a dad and finished. And one thing he told me is, boy, when you live here, you're going to finish school. I was still in school. You're going to finish school. You're going to go to school every day. So every day he came in to the bedroom door. He swung the door open and said, get up, boy, it's time to go to school. Every day. And then my mother-in-law, she was there and she would help us and she would do whatever she can. Sometimes First Lady got jealous because she loved me more than she loved her. I just played it, y'all.
I was the stepdad.
Yeah.
I used to tell them. And so as we went on, we lost them, and then I lost an aunt, and I lost a grandmother, and then I lost another aunt. And my grandmother and my aunt was two of the closest women that when I was a baby and growing up, they took me all over the world. I've been places that most people ain't been in 4 or 5 years of their life. I've been places. My grandma took me all over the place. My grandma had me so spoiled. I had my own refrigerator, and she taught me how to cook. And y'all ain't saying nothing. And it could have been a dilemma in my life.
Yes, sir.
That could have been a dilemma. That could have made me lose my integrity in front of folks that they looking up to me now. They saying, boy, I want to be just like little cuz. I want to be just like big cuz, because I see something in him that's greater than he is. And he walks in it. He walks in it and he lives it. And he don't say nothing that he ain't going to do. And I could have lost all of that in a matter of a second when my grandma closed her eyes. I could have said, I don't even want to do this no more, because this is how we charge God foolishly. Why you had to take my grandmama?
Come on now.
Grandmama lived her life.
Yes.
Woo, boy, let me tell you something about that. I ain't got time today, but I'll get y'all next time.
Yes, Lord, thank you, Jesus.
Because I need a whole day to talk about this stuff. Shit, that lady would tell you some stuff.
Yes, she would.
And she was a go-getter.
Yes, she was.
And so I had to go back to God in prayer in some substance, in some things, in some days where I couldn't hold myself up. And listen, I know some of y'all got some good prayer partners. Woo, thank you, Jesus, for a good prayer partner. But can't nobody hold you like Jesus can hold you.
Yes.
And so one thing I do know, I can always go to First Lady and we can pray and we can touch and agree. But this was something that hit me in my heart so heavy, I had to go to God all by myself.
Yes. Yes.
I had to cry, and y'all may not have seen me cry, but I had to go in my secret closet. I was driving down the street, tears running down my eyes. I'm in the car all by myself, and folks probably looking at me saying, "That boy crazy, he in there crying. Ain't nobody in there. Ain't nobody in that car with that boy. That boy crying a river up in there." But they didn't know my issue I was going through.
All right.
Yes.
See, they don't understand you ain't recovered from the first one, and here come another one.
Come on now.
That's what Job was dealing with. It wasn't just one thing, but here comes something now. And now, oh Lord, have mercy, here comes something now. But Job never charged God foolishly over it.
No.
Said, I gotta keep on going, y'all. I gotta keep on going. Because this is bigger than me. This is bigger than me. There's something important in this. And that's what I had to realize, First Lady. This is bigger than me. This is greater than I am. This is something more in this than what I'm trying to figure out in my mind. And as long as I was trying to figure it in my mind, God couldn't heal me in my soul.
All right.
Yes.
Because I was always trying to flip the scenario. And if I could have did it this way, this would have worked. And if I would have did it.
Come on now.
Nope. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You gotta take it as it is. I thank God for all the good days I had with every last one of them. I thank God for the bad days I had. See, I don't just take the good, I take some of the bad days, because some of them bad days made me understand how close we was.
Yeah. Come on now.
Made me understand that the bond that we really had. Because when you got a bond with somebody, you can have an argument, and an hour later, y'all could be talking about, let's go out to eat dinner.
Yeah.
And we done forgot all about the argument. Y'all said, I didn't forget because you evil. When you yeah. Because listen. I don't care. Listen, I don't care how mad or how upset. I don't get mad, but how upset I get with First Lady. I don't ever stay upset at First Lady ever. First of all, I'm not going to lose all my attention in being upset with her when I could be giving her love. Or we could be having some fun, or we can enjoy. Because see, it could be a split second. I could be upset and die, and now she crying over me, and I wasted time being angry when we could have had some good times.
Amen. Amen.
So we losing our integrity. Come on, read me a little more, because I got to get ready close.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
What the Lord said?
Thou consider my servant Job, and there is none like him in the earth.
Ain't none like him.
A perfect and upright man.
Perfect and upright.
One that feareth God.
One that feareth God.
And sheweth evil.
And abstains from evil.
And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
And he's still, after all that he's been through, losing all he still got his integrity. Read.
Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause.
Now God's saying, look it, you made me take my heads down, and it wasn't even no cause for me to do it. You asked me to do something, and really, you never had a cause to do what you did to Job. The only reason why you really want to come against Job, and this is why I want y'all to get really encouraged in your heart. The only reason why the devil really wants God to come against you, because the devil wants that you give it all up for him. Amen. God could have said, look here, no, I ain't going to do it. You go on and do something else. You go sit down somewhere or something. But God said, I know Job. And when God can call you by name, oh my goodness. My goodness. See, that's why I said you got to insert your name where Job's name's at. Because we Job today, we going through all kind of stuff today. When God can call you by name and he can say, have you tried my servant Shirley? When God can call you by name, you know you got something great inside of you. Because God knows you can withstand any kind of storm if he called your name.
Come on now.
And I'm not going to tell you that this storm ain't going to be tough.
All right.
Ooh, I'm going to tell you that you're going to have some days in this storm that you may cry an extra day or two. I ain't going to tell you that, because if I did, then I'll be calling a word a lie. Well, why you say that, Pastor? Because he said weeping may endure for a night. Well, he said for a night. Well, how long is a night? He said for a day with the Lord is as 1,000. So I don't know how many nights it's going to be that I'm going to cry, because a day is like 1,000 with the Lord. So it may be 1,000 days I may get to cry. But he said joy.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
As I cry, what I'm seeking for is my day of joy.
Right.
As I weep, I'm looking for the sun to come up over the horizon, because I know it is cloudy, but I'm looking for the sun to shine, because one thing he did say, the sun will shine again. So I'm searching out the hill for the sun to shine again. Not the S-O-N, but not the S-U-N, but the S-O-N. The sun to shine again, because if he rises again in my life,
yes,
I know everything's going to be okay.
Yes.
And so Job had the issue that he had to endure through. He kept his integrity. And now here again, a second time, here he come trying some mess. I didn't kill everything else off. So now I'm going to start working on your body. Mm-hmm. And so now the body of Christ is being tampered with. Oh, y'all better check it out and see. Look back and see. The devil is tampering with the body of Christ, because if he can wreck the body, he know we in trouble. He know we in trouble. If he can wreck the body, he know we in trouble. Cause listen, you get sick enough in your body, the first thing your body tells you is go lay down. Ain't no working in the kingdom when you're laying down. Slowful, you're tired, you're disgusted, you're busted, you can't be trusted because you're trying to do this and you're trying to do, and I'm so tired, Pastor. I can't make it to church tonight because I'm tired. I'm sick, Pastor. I can't make it. My leg hurt tonight, Pastor. But I bet you're going to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning getting ready to go to that job. My leg hurt, Pastor. But I guarantee you're going to go because, I got to have this money because I got to pay this house note. When you trusted God you trusted your bank account for your house note, when you going to trust God for your house note?
Come on now.
So now you mad because you went to your job and your job closed.
Oh, wow.
Now you mad at God. But God didn't have to take my job away from me. That your job was your hindrance. It became your God. You thought that was supplying all your needs. He said, I shall supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. When you start making things reverse, when you start making things be your source instead of God being your source, you're losing everything that God is really putting inside of you to trust and believe that I am who I am.
I am that I am. Come on now.
Come on.
So sometimes God's got to show you because you can't hear it.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't. Lord been speaking to you for 10 years. You ain't heard nothing.
Oh my goodness.
And now God said, well, now I got to show you.
My God.
And now I got to show you. And then when he shows you, then y'all thought the world had ended because the Lord had showed you. The world didn't end. He just had to get your attention one way
or another. Now, you right about it.
Yeah, I want to go with the Lord wherever you go, Lord. I want to go. Whatever you do, Lord, whatever you say, Lord, quit lying. Ain't there one you want to go. You don't want to go. You say you want to go, but you don't want to go. You don't want to go because when you go, you're going to have to ride with integrity. When you go, you're going to have to go with integrity. When you stand, you got to stand with integrity. If you last, you're going to have to last with integrity. And God said, y'all don't want to go. Y'all don't want to go. You talk about it. That's why I say we say stuff in our testimony that sounds cute, but that's all it sounds. It's cute. It don't mean anything else. It don't mean anything else. God's up there shaking his head saying, why did she say that? Woo, she's just sitting in line on the way to church talking to that woman on the phone. Told her that lie to get that FEMA check.
Yeah.
First lady, I'm getting ready to close. First lady, I'm getting ready to close. I ain't never seen a day when folks that supposed to be saved and sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, be at the welfare office getting food stamps, lying, talking about they don't make no money, and then they get mad if they do get $3 or $4.
Yeah.
First of all, you lied to get the $3 or $4 you got, so you should be happy for what you got, because you should be getting nothing.
Yeah. I know that one.
Let me share something else with y'all since we're going to talk about the system. If you did right and paid your tithe and offering, you wouldn't have to go. Oh my goodness, I didn't want to go to. You wouldn't even have to go to the ADC office because your ADC office is the church. And when you're in trouble, you should be able to come to the church and the church should be able to take care of you. But because you're a whoremonger and you're a fornicator and you're an adulteress over God's stuff, God can't give you nothing back. Talking about we gonna make some stew and you ain't got no potatoes, no onions, no green peppers, y'all ain't got nothing. But y'all talking about what you looking for God to make stew and you just want to feast.
Well,
What are you saying, Pastor? Well, you look what you're looking for. You're looking for somebody else to put all the ingredients in, and you sit around the table and you, Lord, here's my bowl. Fill me up, Lord. No, the Lord ain't filling you up. Ain't filling you up.
Jesus.
Want to reap from another man's benefit. Oh. What was the rest of that? I'm going to get ready to leave out your way. Can I get my towel
And
back?
Satan answered the Lord.
What Satan say?
And said Skin for skin, yea. All that a man hath will he give for his life.
That Satan said, if you gonna let me go and get him,
Skin for
skin for skin,
yea.
yea.
All that a man hath
All that a man has,
will he give for his life.
will he give it? Well, first of all, hold on a minute. You took all of his stuff, so now Job don't have nothing to give
Skin for skin.
but himself.
Amen. Come on now.
He said, you let me get that boy, I'll make him cuss you. I'll make him curse you. I'll make him denounce you. I'll make him bow down. Every last time, listen to me here because I'm getting ready to close. Every time you turn your back on God, you lose your integrity and you denounce God because you want something that the devil didn't offer you.
Yeah.
Every time you bow down to him because he touched your flesh,
My God.
you lost your integrity.
Help me, Lord.
For he went on to say in that scripture, said, naked I came into this world, naked shall I love. The Lord giveth, and the Lord, you see, ain't none of this stuff yours anyway, because the Lord gave it to you. So if it's his stuff, if he needs to take it back for a reason, for a season, for whatever cause he has, it's his stuff anyway. It's just like you giving somebody a coat to wear down the street. When they get done with it, you want your coat back.
Come on now.
All right.
Some of y'all using God's stuff and y'all ain't even using it right. Know how? Why you should keep it.
My God.
Now when he told you, he said, go lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. You that got spirit of healing in your hands and you don't use it, God should take it back.
Oh, my goodness.
You ain't using it no how. Give it to somebody that want to use it. Y'all thinking God right now. I can see it in your face. You think, God, I'm happy he ain't God. Woo, Jesus, I'm happy he ain't God. I took all your stuff back. I took all your stuff back. Some of y'all got spirit that helps all out down inside of you, and you don't want to help nobody but your own.
Well,
Stingy devil.
come on. Yes, sir. Tight, but it's right.
Yeah, listen. It doesn't gain you nothing to help those that love you. You got to help that one that hates your gut. You got to be able to go to them and say, you know what? God told me here, give you this whole bag of food right here. And while they talk, you say, God bless you. You just keep on moving. You don't have to justify it. You don't have to wait for a pat on your back because God's already patted you on your back when you was obedient enough to run to the store and spend $150 out of your bank account that you didn't really have.
Come on now. Tell it. Yeah.
And that's a whole nother situation right there because when you hoard over God's stuff, God will take your stuff that you hoard over because it's already his, and then you get mad and you come into church and you complain and you murmur and listen, and y'all quit saying y'all's kids are stealing y'all's money. The Lord said I'll blow in your pocket if you stingy with your tithe and all. Some of y'all been cursed and that's why y'all pocketbooks empty.
That's the word.
All right now.
That's the word. They tell you go
Thank
to
you,
curse.
Jesus.
Stingy.
Curse with a curse. Come on now.
How can you lie in your sealed house?
My house lies in waste.
Yes.
Cursed with the curse. Come on, you better preach this.
God can't even get 2 pieces of bubble gum in the house because you so stingy with your little money. Talking about, whoo, I don't really got it today, Pastor. Okay, all right, but God bless you. But do we leave right from here and go out to Ryan's and spend $250 on the table and we only raise a $35 offering? God is not pleased.
No, it's not.
Come on.
God ain't pleased.
The money God gave you in the first place.
God ain't pleased.
Huh. Tell it now.
People always say, "Ooh, Pastor, you know you shouldn't do." Yeah, I should, because God told me to. And if God tell me to do it, I'm going to do it. If he tell me to give my last dollar, I'm going to do it. Because one thing I know, if God tell me to get that dollar, he going to supply me with $3 more down the road.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Well, why you think that, Pastor? Because he said, I'll never see the righteous forsaken,
Nor his seed.
nor seed begging bread. That's why my kids got money.
That's right.
Come on now.
Oh, y'all quiet when I said that. And when my grandkids come, they going to have money.
All right.
All right.
Come on now.
I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. See, y'all looking for me to run down to First National Bank or down to Veridian. Are y'all still with me? Or down to U.S. Bank? Or down to, but see, it's a greater richness than green because God can do things with a word than y'all can do with $1 million.
Come on
now.
God can say, let it be. And folks will walk out to you and say, you know what? I don't know why I do this, but here are the keys to that Cadillac right there. I done wrote the papers up. If you come on in here and sign and listen, you don't know why, yeah, and that's all you better have is joy and run to your Cadillac. I see God coming and man walk up to you. You ain't never seen a day in your life and say, look, here's some keys and here's an address. If you go to that house right there, that key fits that house that you going to. And you walk into a house you ain't paid $2.50 for, and he said that house is clear. I paid the note. Matter of fact, the deeds are on the desk when you get there. That's how God does. God could do the miracles, the things that we cannot see. He said, the eyes have not seen, nor have ears heard. And we ain't seen it yet. We haven't heard about it yet, but it's coming. It's coming. But we got to have integrity through this storm, because if you don't got integrity through the storm, you can't see the blessing at the end.
Come on now. Come on now.
It ain't gonna do you no good to have integrity now that he gave you $100,000. That ain't make you have integrity. That made you have cash.
Come on now.
Oh my God. And still don't got no integrity with $100,000. Well, why don't I got integrity now, Pastor? Because you still ain't gonna give nothing to the church.
Well,
You might not even come to this.
Listen. I'm gonna share with you what the word says, and then I'm gonna let y'all. We're gonna stand. I'm gonna let y'all go. This is what the word said. The word said that you should tithe off of all increase in your possession or into your home.
Yeah.
So every time you receive money, you should tithe off that money. Well, Pastor, I try to do. Listen, what I said. I try to do good with my check from work. I try.
well.
Cut it out.
But you got that check that just showed up in the mail, and nobody know where it came from. Ain't the church ain't seen none of that money. Somebody came over and threw $300 in your lap. Ain't nobody seen no $30 from that money.
Well.
That money's increasing. You ain't never had it. That's an increase to you. And the Bible says any increase to you, you should tithe off of.
Yeah.
All you gamblers, you night ramblers, you Perry Meadows, you Tamer folk, when y'all go gamble, God wants his money.
Yeah. Yes. He
Look out now.
Y'all probably got mad when I said that, because God don't want that. That's the money of the devil. Well, why you out there gambling, you devil? So if you win, when y'all scratching them tickets, and y'all win that $100,000, y'all bring the church his money.
All right. All right.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, Pastor. The Bible said abstain. Give it up. Come from amongst them, be ye separate, saith the Lord. You can't call yourself peculiar when you're doing what the peculiar folk do.
Oh my.
Look at waterhead.
Oh, wow.
All right, come on, take this mic. I gotta go. In my water. I gotta go. Come on, let's take up offering. Let's go. Come on. Matter of fact, Deaconess, come on. I want you.